Good afternoon. Have you ever watched Reboot? I know I mention this quite often, but if I don't mention everything quite often, I'll never be able to do that blah. Okay, blooper. Next. Yeah, Reboot, they're great. They're wearing bluish gray suits, and they have an icon which is red and yellow. Okay, if I remember. I hope I remember. Irregardless, whatever the colors are, they are part of the matrix system. They hit that button and they become what they have to be in that system. They're gray. They don't know which way they're going to go, what they're going to be. The only thing we do know is they're not striped. Okay? They're in the free world. Okay? Only if they don't lose that game. Therefore, that would be a virus in that game. And then you'd have to set up another game on top of that in order to defeat it. But not in that scenario. So I guess it can't work in man's life either. Then there's Pikachu. What color is Pikachu? Yellow. Okay? Full of soul, full of love, that Pikachu. Okay? He had red cheeks. But why I'm mentioning all these colors in animals is because this is what goes on in front of us in our life. We think it actually connects to nothing. In all actuality, if nothing connected to anything, I wouldn't be here, and neither would you be listening. It all connects. It all connects. It just does. And the question is, how does it connect? Now we're going to go on to Goofy. Goofy, if I remember, is wearing an orange shirt, and he has that covered up. Oh, I hope I have Goofy in here. Yes, he's wearing an orange shirt for God. He's wearing his pants of man. They're blue with a red patch. Okay, in some of the pictures, in other pictures they are not. He's wearing a green Martian cap. Okay, he's wearing in one he has gray socks. What else does he have? We see his face is beige. He usually has two teeth hanging out. Okay, maybe one is the spirit, one is man. The two parts of man. Gee, I'm dumb. And if you look at the hat, okay, it's actually half of what the letter I is, except it's cut off. Okay, so he's actually wearing man and God in one suit. So he's actually making fun of man, Goofy. Now, if you look at Pluto, I think I spoke to you about Pluto in the last one. What I'm going to jump to next is the Spanish train. Okay, in the Spanish train, okay, they had mentioned. I lost you off my board. Okay, in the Spanish train, they mentioned the train is steel, and then it goes dot dot dot. Well, if the train is steel, it's not moving. Is the train made of steel? Most probably. Is it written that way? No, it's not. Does it have to be written that way? No, it doesn't. It can mean something completely different to another person who listens. Then they say, thus the train is dead on time. If he's dead on time, he never moves. Time doesn't stop. That means you have to be on the incoming and the outgoing. But then again, like I spoke, this solar system or universe, we're on a train and we're constantly moving around space, but for some reason we always seem to end up in the same area 25,625 years later, what they go as the Mayan count, falling upon us in 2012. How lucky can we be? Would you rather be in the western towns, not knowing who's next door with some buckshot right beside your bed? You're not sure your husband's out getting some cattle and he ain't with the tractor. So you don't know when he's coming home. Then it goes on in the song, 10,000 souls are on the line, which would mean God's world, 1000, the alphabet of creation, okay, the souls that were created here. Wait a second. Soul means earth. Soul of dead earth. So if in the Spanish train, the devil is looking for the soul, that's dead earth. The spirit has left the body. He's actually just waiting on them to put something else inside of them. Maybe that might revitalize a part that always stays with us even unto death if he captures us fast enough. As long as we're liquidy, he can reunite us inside of us. And he might be able to rebuild us, the other side of us. Okay? But if we're all so good, maybe the totality of our soul would leave our system through the spirit up into the matrix. Okay? So it soon went up to 59,000, again mentioning 3 zeros, which is the correctional world. And the train is still dead on time, and they're still playing, because the Joker is the end of one part, God is the beginning of the other part, and they have to go together. If you weigh something and you put it here, well, the other thing has to go down. So they're balanced. There's something in between that you can't see. But now it's balanced. Although you don't see anything, it's just weight. So it balances itself out. So if these were points of a pen, right? One pen would go up here, and the other pen would be down here. So you might poke somebody with it. Great. Okay, what I still was going to work on, and I haven't got to it yet, I need to do the Greek letters. I need to do shapes. Taking shapes and putting them on the roulette design of the tic-tac-toe part, the first 9 numbers, and then on the next 12 numbers, and see how many shapes take up how many parts of numbers with the roulette. Another thing is, they were talking about midway angels, 144,000, and how they came apart to be. So I've been reading a little bit on that. I'm all over the place. Another part I was reading is a little bit on Urantia and Allah God, because forgot about that one now. Who are these gods? Forget about the gods right now. Remember this earth. Remember what you have to do here. And then, if there's a God present, then let him come in. Because it's only the truth that is the God. You only believe the truth of the God. You don't believe anything else, otherwise you wouldn't believe the God, and therefore truth wouldn't be there. So if you believe in that God, that's truth. If you want to know me, and you know what I'm like, you have to see it as truth. Okay? I'm not here to change anybody, to take them off the gods around. You stay on who you want. But don't forget about I am and who we are and all of us. It's all. All, al. Means many things. Means many, many good things. I'm not too much into gods right now. I basically follow my religion, hoping one day I'll learn about it. I just think there is something more powerful out there. Whatever name we gave and choice, whatever choice of name we gave, you give. Don't fight anybody over it. We all know most gods don't want us to kill our neighbor, so I'm quite sure we can have a good discussion with them until we both understand, or well, that's life, if we can't understand each other and we can't stand each other. It's not that easy, you know. You know? Me too, I went out with somebody today and he seemed a little dumb to me, and then I was with some other guy at work and he seemed a little dumb, and I watched him and I looked at him and I said, is it me? Is it me? I said, I ain't gonna say anything. I can probably help him, but I don't want to make him look bad. I just let it be, just is what it is. You know? Anyways, this is Raphael. This is the myth of Cesare. Of MrTacpans's 72, yes, 5 of 86. Thank you for this afternoon's second taping. We'll be back later on this evening or sometime tomorrow afternoon. Have a good night. It's cloudy outside, presently 28 degrees. Talking about the universe, the matrix is still in the sky. It hasn't left, and it's loving this temperature. It's just moving all around, and the winds are blowing. Don't forget about the comet Lenin. I'm quite sure it's going to bring some dust in and some drag out. 11/9. 2012 is coming up. Hurricane season is coming up. Down out west California, BP oil spill. September and the New Year for the Hebrews are coming up. 2 more months. And all those other in-between religions that I do not know that are higher than any other one. I live in the lowest of houses. I am in the lowest of all religions, and I am just low. As low as I can go. As long as I know everybody's still above me and I'm okay and I'm low, that's fine. I can go low. As long as everybody stays high and happy, I got a lot of room. Take care now.